अद्य सिद्धान्तकौमुद्याः अव्ययप्रकरणे प्रथमः पाठः। सेप्टेम्बर् मासस्य 18 दिनाङ्कः। येनाक्षरसमाम्नायम् अधिगम्य महेश्वरात् कृत्स्नं व्याकरणं प्रोक्तं तस्मै पाणिनये नमः। वाक्यकारं वररुचिं भाष्यकारं पतञ्जलिं पाणिनिं सूत्रकारं च प्रणतोऽस्मि मुनित्रयम्। मुनित्रयं नमस्कृत्य तदुक्तिः परिभाव्य च वैयाकरणसिद्धान्तकौमुदीयं विरच्यते। So the Avyaya Prakarana of Sandhamudi comes at the end of Shabdadhikara. We have completed the 6 Prakaranas under Shabdadhikara. Finally, these are also words which come under the Subantas. Avyayas are also Subantas, and therefore we are dealing with them as a separate unit, because what we did so far was we are trying to study the different forms of a particular Pratipadika in different Vibhaktis. But in Avyaya, it happens that they do not have different forms. There is a single form, but yet we say they are Subantas and they have Suprataya added to it and deleted. So he defines what is an Avyaya and he tells what happens to an Avyaya, why does it not change, what happens to the Suprataya which is added to it. So the Prakarana contains only 6 sutras. There are 5 sutras which define Avyaya Samya, and there is 1 sutra which deletes any Suprataya which is added to an Avyaya. Coming to the definitions of Avyayas, the first sutra is Svaradi Nipatam Avyayam. There are 2 words, Avyayam iti Samya vidhiyate, Svaradi Nipatam. स्वरादयः निपाताः च अव्ययसंज्ञाः स्युः इति सूत्रार्थः। स्वरादिः नाम कश्चन गणः, स्वर् इत्यारभ्य शब्दानां गणः अस्ति। तस्मिन् गणे ये शब्दाः वर्तन्ते तथैव निपाताः च अव्ययसंज्ञाः स्युः, एते सर्वे अव्ययानि भवन्ति। स्वरादिः इति गणः तत्र दत्तः अस्ति कौमुद्यां स्वर् इत्यारभ्य. So it is a list of words, and saha akriti gana. Akriti gana is an extendable class of words. There are 2 kinds of ganas in Vyakarana. There are fixed ganas, say like the Sarvadi gana, where the number is fixed. Say there are 35 words which are called Sarvanamas. No additions, no deletions. Whereas there are certain ganas which are more flexible. They are called akriti ganas, where similar words with similar akriti, that is which are derived the same way, which are similar, could be added according to Shishta Prayoga. Okay. So this, in this Panini gives a list of words and says these are all Avyayas, but there might be other Avyayas which belong to the same thing, which could be added to this class and treated as an Avyaya. Vasudha?
Namaste Bhagini. One is the Akruti Gana. Akruti Gana ityukte you can add it, and Sarvadi Gana is a fixed Gana. What is the Samya for that one?
There is no Samya, specific Samya. That is a Gana. Gana is by default treated as fixed. That is whatever is the words told by Panini are the words. But Akriti Gana is a special class where it is not fixed, where you can add to it. There is no particular term for that in Vyakarana. So now there is that list of words which I have not put it on my slides. It is just a list. You can see and you will read on and find that you will find the most popular Avyayas in there. And if you are interested, the Balamanorama gives the meanings of those words also. So I am not going through the entire list. It is just, you could go through it. If you have any questions, you could ask me. Now coming to Nipatas, we have already seen this. Pragrishwaran Nipataha iti Samyapakarane eva dattam dikshitaihi. Adhirishware Pragrishwaran Nipataha iti Adhikara Sutram. Prathamadhyayasya Chaturthapadasya षट्पञ्चाशत्तम सूत्रादारभ्य तस्यैव पादस्य सप्तनवतितम सूत्रपर्यन्तम् अयम् अधिकारः अस्ति अस्मिन् अधिकारे यानि यानि सूत्राणि सन्ति तैः यद्यदुच्यते तत्सर्वं निपातसंज्ञकं भवति इति सूत्रार्थः अतः तेषां निपातानामपि अव्ययम् इति संज्ञा भवति इत्यर्थः तत्र तस्मिन् अधिकारे प्रथमं सूत्रमस्ति चादयोः सत्त्वे तदपि पठितमस्माभिः प्राग्लीश्वरानिपाताः चादयोः सत्त्वे प्रादयः उपसर्गाः क्रियायोगे गतिश्च इत्यादि रीत्या गच्छति so we will see the entire the other nipatas are all studied later we study the different sutras at various points in Kaumudi but Chadayo Sattve has already been told by Dikshitar again in Samya Prakarana before Pradayaha he did Chadayo Sattve but he did not give the entire Chadigana there so here he lists out the words in Chadigana also. So combined Swaradis and Chadis cover all the Avyayas which are there, okay, which are not say derived from some, like say there are some Krudavyayas, Tathitavyayas which are dealt later, but simple words like say Cha, Va, etc. which are all Avyayas are treated in these two ganas and both of these are Akriti ganas. That is similar Avyayas could be there elsewhere which can be added to this list of Avyayas. So this is the first sutra which deals with Avyaya Samya, Swaradi Nipatam Avyayam. Okay. All Nipatas you have not studied so far, some are given in Karaka Prakarana, some in Samasa Prakarana, etc. We will study them when we come across them. So, अग्रिमं सूत्रमस्ति तद्धितश्चा सर्वविभक्तिः इति त्रीणि पदानि सन्ति तद्धितः च असर्वविभक्तिः स्वरादिनिपातम् अव्ययम् इत्यतः अव्ययम् इति अनुवर्तते यस्मात् सर्वा विभक्तिः नोत्पद्यते सः तद्धितान्तः अव्ययम् स्यात् तद्धितः अव्ययम् स्यात् so there are some tadhitas which also get अव्यय संज्ञा केषाञ्चन तद्धितान्तानाम् अव्यय संज्ञा भवति केषाम् इति चेत् असर्वविभक्तिः इत्यस्ति यस्मात् सर्वा विभक्तिः नोत्पद्यते इति विग्रहः दत्तः सर्वा विभक्तिः इत्यत्र विग्रहस्य विषये कश्चन क्लेशः अस्ति दिस् इस् वन् सूत्र which has been extensively debated in the Bhashya on how to interpret it. How do we generally do the samasa for sarva vibhakti which is sarve vibhaktayah sarva vibhakti or sarva vibhakti. Now sarve vibhaktayah yasya sah sarva vibhakti tadhitah is how we generally interpret it, which is taking all the vibhakti pratyayas. But here the actual interpretation in the sutra is sarva vibhakti yasmat notpadyate. By that sarva vibhakti we mean here by the word vibhakti we are taking the three vibhakti pratyayas of a case, say prathama vibhakti, which is how we use. Actually the vibhakti samya is for each individual pratyaya. So each su is called a vibhakti, au is called vibhakti, etc. So there are 21 vibhakti. But in popular case we say there is prathama vibhakti, dvitiya vibhakti, etc. So in each of those sarva vibhakti, all three, sarva, by sarva we mean all three parts of that particular vibhakti notpadyate. There is this there's one more very important concept in Vyakarana related to numbers or vachanas. Ekavachana, dvivachana, bahuvachana. How Panini has defined is we have dvikayo, dvivachana, ekavachane and bahushu bahuvachanam. He says when there is the number 1 we have ekavachana, number 2 dvivachana and number 3 bahuvachana. But there is a problem because there are cases where the number, there might not be any number intended. Like we say again in Tadhitas where the vachana is not there at all. There is ekatve. The sutrartha says ekatve ekavachanam, dvitve dvivachanam, bahutve bahuvachanam. When the thing being talked about, say there is a balaha or there is a fruit. So in a fruit you can say there is, if there is one fruit we use ekavachana, if there are two fruits we use Dvivachana, if there are 3 fruits, we use Bahuvachana. But when you are saying, say, and, say, cha, what is the number? It does not have a number. There are many such words in Avyayas itself. We say evam or tatha. What is the number? There is no number being intended. So what do we do in such cases is a question which is very important when you are dealing with the derivation of words. So what the Bhashyakara does is, he removes the definition of ekavachanam. He just says dvitve dvivachanam, which is correct. Bahutve bahuvachanam is also correct. And simply ekavachanam, samanya ekavachanam. So ekavachanam occurs when there is ekatva, that is when the number 1, the property of oneness is there. But even otherwise, we can have ekavachana. Ekavachana is the vibhakti by default, whether you have ekatva, whether there is sankhya being perceived or not, whether any number is being perceived or not, or if the number 1 is being perceived, we use ekavachana in both cases. If there is dvitva, there is dvivachana. If there is bahutva, there is bahuvachana. If it is neither of these, so there can be 2 cases where there is ekatva, tada api ekavachanam bhavati, sankhya pratitihi eva nasti chedapi ekavachanam bhavati. Iti siddhantah. So ekavachana is used in 2 cases. Ekatve sati ekavachanam bhavati, sankhya pratitehe abhave api ekavachanam eva bhavati. Iti siddhantah. So ekavachanam can occur even without that property of oneness, ekatva, being perceived. So now when you come to some tadhitantas, you find that in that by the meaning you cannot apply dvivachana or bahuvachana, that is there is neither dvitva nor bahutva. So even if there is no ekatva, we directly apply ekavachana. So now for such words, sarva vibhaktihi na utpadyate, that is dvivachana vibhaktihi na utpadyate, bahuvachana vibhaktihi api na utpadyate. Tadrishaha ये तद्धितान्ताः सन्ति ते अव्ययसंज्ञानि भवन्ति इत्यर्थः. So that is the technical definition of Panini. Sarva nama vachanatrayatmika vibhaktihi. All 3 vachanas yasmat shabdat na utpadyate. Kintu ekavachananyeva utpadyante. Only ekavachana can be added because there is no sankhya being perceived. Saha tadhitantaha avyayasanyah syat. Having defined this, you still are at a loss to know which are such tadhitantas. So he says very clearly, parigananam kartavyam. Even with this definition, Panini does not intend, cannot cover all tadhitas, because there are some tadhitas which are asarva vibhakti, that is, they have only ekavachana, but still they are not avyayas. So he says parigananam kartavyam. You should list out the tadhitantas which are avyayas. Tasiladayah prak pashapaha, shasprabhitayah prak samasantebhyah, am kritvorthaha tasivati nanayam. These are the tadhitas which are to be considered as avyayas. So which are these? So you have tasiladayah, panchamyas tasil iti sutradarabhya, dvitriyoscha dhamui, prak pashapaha. There is a pratyaya called pashap. So before that, which ends with this dhamuny pratyaya. These are all tadhita suffixes which we will study in detail when we go to the tadhita prakarana. But if you look up the Ashtadhyayi and see whatever comes in between these, between 537 and 5345, whatever are the tadhita suffixes added between these, they are all avyayas. That is, they all end up being avyayas. A few examples are very popular examples. There is tasil, which is sarvataha. There is tral, sarvatra. There is da, which is sarvada, ekada, etc. we do. And there is thas, which is sarvatha. There is dha, ekadha, etc. So there are many words which are all tadhitantas. So all these are avyayas because they are come under tasiladayah. So these is one set of tadhitantas which are avyayas. Shasprabhritayah. So again you have a series in Ashtadhyayi. Bahval partha chas karakaranyatarasyam iti sutrad arabhya अव्यक्तानुकरणात् द्विजवरार्थात् अनितौ डाच् इति सूत्रपर्यन्तम्. So from 5442 to 5457, from these sutras, whichever are the tadhita suffixes being told, all of them end up being avyayas. Say shas itself is bahushaha, alpashaha, we use it. Again there is chvi, which is shukli karoti, shuchi karoti, etc. There is sati, like agnisat. There is dat, which is used in imitation sounds, patapata kritya. We had this word somewhere in sandhis. So all those are also avyayas. Amuchat chandasi. There is amma. Amma is given by the sutra amuchat chandasi, which is a suffix which is found only in the Vedas. There is one example from the Veda, prataram aihu. So this is only a Vedic pratyaya. And am kimet tingavya ghad amu adravya prakarshe iti sutram asti. Tena am iti tadhita pratyayah vidhiyate. Kintaram, pachati taram, pachati tamam, atishayena pachati ityarthe, pachati taram, pachati tamam ityadini prayogani sat. So all these you have this am suffix. So etadantaha tadhitaha api avyayasambhyaha bhavanti. So am kritvarthaha. Kritva such is a pratyaya. Again this is used for numbers. When you say once, twice, thrice, tasmin saeva kritvarthaha, the repetition of something a particular number of times, that is called kritva such. There is a suffix called kritva such. There are three pratyayas under that. There is kritva such, sankhyayaha kriya abhyavritti ganane. So a number which is used to mention the number of times that an action is repeated. Kriyayaha abhyavritti ganane sankhyayaha kritva such iti pratyayah bhavati. Dvi, tri, chaturbhyas such. For dvi, tri and chatur there is such in the same meaning. Vibhasha bahohu dha aviprakrishta kale. For the word bahu there is dha in the same sense. So all these three suffixes, words which end with these three suffixes, will also be avyayas. Like say you have panchakritvaha, means 5 times. Something was done 5 times. Saptakritvaha, dashakritvaha, etc. Again you have dvihi, trihi, which is such, and you have bahudha, which is dha. So these are also avyayas. Kritvorthaha. Tasihi, tasivati. Tasi is given by the sutra tasishcha, and vati is given by tena tulyam kriya chedvatihi. So these are also gramataha is tasi and rajavat is vati. So if you look at the words, you will find that they are all very familiar. The particular sutras, tadhita sutras, you will study in the tadhita prakarana. So these are also avyayas. And nananyau. You have nana, na and nanyau as the adeshas for vi and nai. The words derived are vina, nana. So these are also avyayas. So he listed out these tadhitantas. Any tadhita suffix which is given by these the sutras mentioned above will end up being an avyaya. And only these. Even if there are other tadhitas which are asarva vibhakti, they will not be avyayas. So that is why he says, Tena ihana pachati kalpam pachati rupam ityasti. Atra pachati kalpaha iti prayogaha api asti, pachati kalpa iti asti, brahmani rupa ityasti. It is not an avyaya. Ishadam samaptau kalpapdeshya deshiyaraha ityanena kalpapratyayah. So 5367, you can see that it does not belong to any of those series. Again, Prashamsayam Rupa is 5366. So these, they have only ekavachana. Ekavachanam eva bhavati. Dvivachanam va bahuvachanam va na bhavati. Tathapi avyayasamya nasti. So, Bhashyakara has said that the definition of the Tadhitascha Sarva Vibhakti does not hold good. So instead of that sutra, we just have a list in the Swaradigana, you add this list of tadhitas or these pratyayas. So all these pratyayantas will be avyayas. That is what is the final conclusion. So you have this set. Remember these tadhitas, they are all avyayas. इति अव्ययसंज्ञा विधायकं द्वितीयं सूत्रं. प्रथमम् आसीत् स्वरादिनिपातम् अव्ययं, द्वितीयम् अस्ति तद्धितश्च सर्वविभक्तिः. तृतीयं सूत्रम् अस्ति कृन् मेजन्तः. This is comparatively easier. So that two words, krit and mezantah. There are some kridantas which end up being avyayas. So krit, if there is a krit suffix, avyayam iti anuvartate. Krit yaha mantaha ejantascha. A krit suffix which ends in makara or ends in h, which is a-o-i-o. So tadantam avyayam syat. Such kridantas will be called avyayas. So if you know any suffix, you can easily tell whether it will be an avyaya or not. Smaram smaram प्रयोगः अस्ति. आभीक्ष्णीय नमुल च इत्यनेन नमुल प्रत्ययः अनुबन्धमुक्तः अम् इति भवति. So if you take away all the it samyas, you have which is a makaranta. Krit, which is ending in m, so this will be an avyaya. One more popular example is tumun, which is tum. So it ends in makara, so tumunantas are avyayas. Jivase, this is a Vaidika prayoga. Tumarthe se sen ase asen is one big sutra for Vedas. There is a se pratyaya which is being added. Now se is ekaranta, which is ejanta. So since it is an ejanta pratyaya, this jivase is an avyaya. Jivitum ityeva arthaha. Tumarthe se pratyaya. So tasmin arthe vede jivase iti prayogaha asti. Tadapi avyayam. Pibadhyai तेनैव सूत्रेण शध्यै इति प्रत्ययः विधीयते. अध्यै इति प्रत्ययः ऐकारान्तः, which is an agent. So any krit suffix which is makaranta or agenta, so सः कृदन्तः अव्ययसंज्ञकः भवति. That is कृन्मेजन्तः. तोसुन् कसुनः. There are three more krit pratyayas which will get avyaya samya, not the pratyaya. The pratyayanta will get avyaya samya. Tva tosun kasunaha avyayam iti anuvartate. Etadantam avyayam syat. So words which end in tva, tosun and kasun will be avyayas. Since these are neither makarantas or ajantas, they have been listed separately. Tva, very popular. Kritva, gatva, anything is an avyaya. So since lyap is an adesha for tva, that is also an avyaya. Lyap is not a separate pratyaya, it is an adesha for tva. Sthanivad bhavat tatrapi avyayatvam bhavati. Samanakartakayoh purvakale ityanena vihitah tva pratyayah tasya tadantasya avyaysamya bhavati. Tosun bhavalakshane sthentrei vadichari तमि जनिभ्यः तोसुन् अस्ति. तेन विहितः तोसुन् प्रत्ययः तदन्तः अपि अव्ययं भवति. विसृपः अस्ति कसुन् प्रत्ययः. सृपितृदोः कसुन् इति. So these three, tosun, kasun and ktva. Again tosun and kasun are not found in classical usage. You have ktva is popularly used. So these are called avyayas. स्वरादिनिपातम् अव्ययम् तद्धितश्च सर्वविभक्तिः कृन्मेजन्तः त्वातोसुन् कसुनः अव्ययी भावश्च. So the last sutra which gives avyasanya is avyayi bhavascha. And avyayi bhava samasa will be an avyaya. That is why it is called avyayi bhava. An avyayam avyayam bhavati. It is avyayi bhava. It is chui. Avyayi bhava samasasya avyayam iti samya bhavati. Adhihari इति एकम् उदाहरणं दत्तम्. अव्ययं विभक्ति समीप समृद्धि वृद्धि इति बृहत् सूत्रमस्ति. तेन सूत्रेण दीर्घं सूत्रं, तेन सूत्रेण विभक्त्यर्थे हरौ इत्यर्थे अधिहरि इति समासः तस्य अव्ययसंज्ञा अस्ति. The avyayas what happens to an avyaya? Avyayad apsupah iti vidhi sutram. Etavat paryantam adhitani samya sutrani, avyaya samya sutrani. Now this vidhi sutra is avyayad apsupah. Yakshatriyashvinto yoni luk aninyoho ityatah luk iti anuvartate. Avyayad vihitasya apaha supah cha luk syat. So any ap, which is the tap, dap, archa, these three pratyayas which are added to an avyaya, and sup, the sup pratyayas which are added to avyayas, tasya luk bhavati, they will be deleted. Tatra shalayam, udaharanam dattam. Tatra ityasti, tatra iti avyayam, tasmat shala iti strilingam, atah tatra iti adantatva tatra tap bhavati, tasya lopaha bhavati. Punah shalayam iti saptamyarthe supratyaya. Ni pratyaya bhavati, tasya api lopaha bhavati. So you add up, you delete it, you add sup, you delete it, and the word remains the same. Luk iti karanena pratyaya lakshanam na bhavati, tat prayuktam kimapi karyam api na bhavati. There is no karya which depends on the pratyaya. So you have just tatra. So if there are other karyas, say you have bahis, rutva and visarga will happen. So you will get forms like bahihi, because you need padatva, padante sasya sajush shabdasya cha ruhu syat. So since you add sup and delete it, padatvam bhavati, tat prayuktani karyani bhavanti, into pratyaya nimittani karyani na bhavanti. Ityeva. So any sup pratyaya and any supashcha is not just the saptami bahuvachana, it is sup pratyahara. So all pratyayas, any which is added to it will get deleted. Vihita visheshanat na iha atyuchaisau. Is avyayat vihitasya, a supratyaya which is added to an avyaya. So atyuchaisau iti uchaihi atikrantaha iti samasaha. Now the pratyaya, even though the uttarapada is an avyaya, uchais is an avyaya, the word atyuchais after you do the compound is a bahuvrihi, it is not an avyaya. So since if you say avyayat paraha supaha sup luk, avyayat parasya supaha luk bhavati, here also the supratyaya au is following uchaihi. Okay, paratvam asti, kintu avyayat vihitatvam nasti. It has not been added to the avyaya, it has been added to the compound atyuchais. Okay, even though it immediately follows the word uchais, which is an avyaya, it has not been added to the avyaya. So therefore, it will not be deleted. Only those pratyayas which are added to avyayas. Say adhihari, iti avyayi bhava samasasya avyaya samya asti. Even though the word hari is not an avyaya, the compound is an avyaya. So when you add supratyaya to that compound, that will be deleted. Uchaihi atikrantaha iti vigrahaha. Avyaya samyayam yadyapi tadanta vidhihi asti. So there is tadanta vidhi is found in the avyaya, kintu gaune na bhavati. Atra uchaihi iti gauna apradhanam. So gaunarthe tadanta vidhi nasti, pradhane tadanta vidhi bhavati. So that is avyayad apsupaha. Now grahanam vyartham alingatvat iti vartikam. He says the ap in this case, avyayad apsupaha, ap need not be told. Why? Alingatvat. Avyayanam lingam na bhavati. There is no linga for the avyaya. So since there is no linga, ap pratyayasya utpattireva na bhavati. Ap pratyaya is added only in strilinga. Lingam eva nasti ityatah apaha prasaktihi eva nasti, atah ap grahanam vyartham. There is no need to tell ap. Ap will not be, the pratyaya will not be added at all to delete. Iti vartikakaram matam. Okay, so the Vartika says ap grahanam vyartham, no need of ap. Now there is a question. There is this popular karika which is quoted everywhere and which has been quoted in the Bhashya also. Sadrisham trishu lingeshu sarvasu cha vibhaktishu vachaneshu cha sarveshu yannavyeti tadavyayam. This is the popular definition of an avyaya. That which does not change in all lingas, in all vibhaktis and all vachanas is an avyaya. So how do you explain it? you are saying alingatva, there is no linga. Well, this karika says sadrisham trishu lingeshu. It says it is similar in all three lingas. So how do we, and this has been quoted by the Bhashyakara. How do we explain it? Iti bhashyokta shrutihi. This is actually shruti, atharvani shrutihi. Shruti which is found in the Atharva Veda and which has been quoted by the Bhashyakara. Linga karaka sankhya abhava para. So he says even there it does not, it means to say it does not change because the three lingas do not exist. And there is no karaka. Sarvasucha vibhaktishu means there is no karaka for an avyaya. Vachaneshu cha sarveshu. And there is no vachana. And therefore it does not change. Ityeva arthaha. Linga karaka sankhya abhava para. So avyayasya lingam na bhavati. Karakam na bhavati, sankhya api na bhavati ityeva siddhantaha iti dikshitaihi uchyate. Spashtam. And there is one point in the Vyakhyana which you should note. Ayancha linga karaka sankhya bhava niyamaha nipatanam eva. This saying that there is no linga, no karaka and no sankhya applies only to nipatas, where you are saying swaradi nipatam avyayam. So the nipata part of it. Swaradinam tu katipayanam linga karaka sankhyanvayah astyeva. In the Swaradigana, there are some which have, where you can see that there is association of linga, karaka and sankhya. Similarly in Tadhitas, there are some cases where you do find there is a karaka associated with it, and there are Swaradis where you find linga associated, sankhya associated with it. He gives a few examples. Swasti vachayati. So swasti, it is used in the sense of mangalacharana. Swasti vachayati. Karma karaka pratiyate atra. So he makes somebody to tell. Brahmanaihi swasti vachayati. He makes the brahmanas to tell swasti or do that swasti vachana. Swasti ityatra karma karakasya अन्वयः दृश्यते. Swasti vachyaha ityasti. Tatra vachyaha iti pullingam. Swasti ityatrapi saeva tadeva lingam pratiyate. Shine punye swaha patati. Swaha iti swar iti avyayam. Swargat patati ityarthe swaha ityasti. Tatra apadana karakasya pratitihi asti. Prataha yajate. He does a yajna in the morning. Prataha ityatra adhikarana karakam pratiyate. So there are cases where you find the anvaya of linga, sankhya and karaka in Swaradi. So as a general rule, there is no linga, no karaka, no sankhya, but there are exceptions where you do find karaka, sankhya, linga, anvaya. So yeah, that is, I think, that is about the avyaya prakarana. Okay? The avyayas are all done. You have this list of avyayas, and for all these avyayas, we add supratyayas and delete them. So they are also subantas, and subantatvat padasamya api bhavati avyayana. Kintu rupe vyatyayah na bhavati. There is no rupa vyatyaya in any vibhakti or anything. Now, there is a prasangat. He just quotes one karika which is not related to avyayas, but I mean not directly, but I guess Dikshita did not know where to put this, but he wanted to convey it, so he puts it at the end of Shabdadhikara. Vashti bhagurir allopam avapyor upasargayoh apanchaiva halantanam yatha vacha nisha disha. Yes, bhagurihi namakaha acharyaha. He is one Vaiyakarana. Ava api iti upasargayoh adya akarasya lopam. So there are two words, ava and api, which are used, upasargas, which are used before the Mahatma. So he says the akara of the starting akara of ava and api will get deleted. And halantanam apam. Halantas, halanta shabdanam strilinge ap nama tap pratyayah bhavati. So tap, as we see in the next stay pratyaya prakarana, is added for adantas, rasvakarantane, tap bhavati. So he says halantanam api tap bhavati. Apam cha vashti nama ichhati ityarthaha. So examples he gives vagahaha and avagahaha. Avagahaha is to merge in something. अव इति उपसर्गः अस्ति, अवगाहः इति पदं, तत्रैव वगाहः इत्यपि प्रयोगः अस्ति. So that can be substantiated by this karika, vashtibhagurirallopam. This is also mentioned in the Bhashya Samra. Pidhanam, apidhanam. We use this pidhanam, actually it's more popular than apidhanam. Apidhanam is not the negation of pidhanam. Api is the upasarga. Apidhanam is to close. The same sense, the a has been deleted and we have the word pidhanam. So such words can be substantiated using this. Vacha nisha disha ityasti. Vach iti chakarantam, nish iti shakarantam, dish ityapi shakarantam. एतेषाम् आकारान्तत्वेन अपि प्रयोगः अस्ति. निशा इत्यस्ति, निश् इत्यर्थे निशा, एवं दिश् इत्यर्थे दिशा. So there is no sutra which gives tap in those cases. As he says, halantanam ap api bhavati iti bhagurehe mate asti. So now about this vacha nisha disha, parigananam iti kechit. Some people say only these three halantas. There is nothing else. Parigananam is considering every possible case. It says only there are only three halantas which will get up, which is vacha, nisha, disha, iti kechit. Udaharana matram ityanye. Some people consider this only as an example and say there are other halantas which might get up. So this is actually a debated thing where Nagesha says this is not there and all that. So, but for now that should do. Vashtibhagurirallopam avapyo upasargayoh apanchaiva halantana yatha vacha nishadisha. So this completes Shabdadhikara, that is the entire Subanta Prakarana. The next thing he takes up is Three Pratyaya Prakaranam. So three pratyayas actually should come before sup is added. That is, before that pratipadika is created, you have this three pratyayas which are added to denote linga. Linga modhakaha pratyayaha, three pratyayaha. So that is one big, quite a big prakarana, Stri Pratyaya Prakarana, which starts with Striyam. Striyam is an adhikara. Okay, starting from 413. If you noticed the fourth chapter starts with Nyap Pratipadikaat. Yantat, Abantat, Pratipadikaatcha, Uchyamanaha Bhavanti. The second sutra of the pada is Svaujas Amaut. We have finished that entirely. Svaujas, it is Sup. The Subanta Prakarana started there and completed it. The third sutra is Striyam. From here, Pratipadikat, Striyam, Stritve Dyotye. When the property of Stritva in any Pratipadika is to be specified, we use these pratyayas. So this is an adhikara which goes from 413 till Yunastihi, which is around 77 or 78. So there are about 75 sutras in the Prakarana, all of which deal with the derivation of Strilinga words from Pullinga. So we will start with Stri Pratyaya Prakaranam in the next class. The next class will be on, I think it is 1st October. There is no class next week. Both days, no class. So the week after that, which I think is 1st October, we'll start with Stri Pratyaya Prakaranam. Any questions? Inakshaswam nayam ahiyam manheshwanat itnam vyakaranam proktam tasmai paninaye namaha. Munitvayan namaskritya tadukti paribhavya vyakarana siddhanta kaumudiyam virachyate.
The organ